Big day at Bramble Cottage today. We got Steve the digger man back. I'll show you what he's going to do. He's going to drive down our lovely new lane, and he's going to be crunching this pile of rubble up and that pile of rubble there and making it into hardcore for us to spread out and make this muddy surface a little bit easier to walk on. Right, let's go and get the kettle on for him. Good morning. Steve the Digger Man's been busy. Worked very late last night. He's finished one area. We can now safely park cars without them getting stuck in the mud. He's also chomped up the big pile of old blocks and bricks and old toilets. He's been busy. Taken the pile of rubble that was here, chomped that up as well. He's scraped up the ground so that I can open up these garage doors. All in all, excellent job. The one message that he sent to me was, be careful of the inspection cover by the gates. Let me just make sure you can see it. I'll take you down there. Yeah, this inspection cover, he said if you drive over it, be careful because it's not secured properly. That needs to be concreted in. If not, as you drive over it, it'll slide off of the plastic cylinder and could end up with a wheel going in. So that will be today's job. Today's job from a sunny, hopefully it's going to be a sunny. Let's take a look and see. A sunny Bramble cottage. Enough of the talking and on with the work. As you can see, sometime over the last few months, the top of the plastic chamber has become damaged. In itself, it's not a problem because it will be surrounded by concrete. But what I don't want to do is pour the concrete and have concrete falling down into the chamber itself. I tried to put some tape on it. That didn't work, my hands are cold. So I'll go for plan B instead. One of my weaknesses and one of my strengths is that I don't throw anything away. It drives me crazy at times because I can't find anything because I have so much rubbish. But at other times it makes me smile. Found some thin hardboard that Jill took off of the living room door. I've cut it into a small strip, and the idea is that I'll just put this around the outside of the plastic, screw it on, and then that will stop any concrete running down into the chamber. Wobbling on top of that a little bit, so I'm going to take the angle grinder and just sand down the high spots so that it sits nicely on top of the plastic. But in the meantime, before I change the disc on the grinder, let me show you. When Steve did his crushing, we had the old fireplace. The old fireplace was made of concrete with rebar in. This is the rebar that came out of it. I'm going to cut some lengths of this and drive it into here so that the rebar butts up against the metal rim. The idea is, with the rebar concreted in, touching the metal rim, there's less chance of the rim moving. I'm not sure if it's necessary or not, but I'd rather do it since I've got the materials than then later on say, oh, I should have done that. So let's go and cut the rebar. For those of you that don't know her, this is Janet, our cement mixer. She was paid for by a lady called Janet, one of our first subscribers, one of the first people to have donated money to our Buy Me a Coffee fund. bought her second hand, cleaned her up a little bit, and she's served us well from over the last year. She's a little bit noisy, but she gets the job done. And since she gets the job done, she's not going to work without me, so I best start filling her up. Right, so overall it looks fairly good. Just need to leave it to dry out for a few days and see whether it withstands the load of traffic. Now I have to do what I didn't do last time. Let's go and clean out Janet properly, because the last time I did the screed for the fireplace, I didn't clean it out, and then when the builder came to use it, I got a big telling off. So I'll go and do it properly now. Let's go and take a look. All right, not exactly squeaky clean, but not far off. I'm off to the shops later on today. These are all tools that I found in the back garden. There's this tool and a pickaxe. The handles on both are rotten, but the steel tools are good. So I'll buy 2 pickaxe handles. Also, this is a heavy weight. Ideally, I wanted to use this to tamp the concrete down. Handle broke off of that. And finally, as you saw in the video, this little trenching tool, the handle broke off of that as well. So these tools to buy would not be cheap, but the handles won't be too expensive, and then I'll have some serviceable tools to use somewhere throughout Bramble Cottage. Well, I'll switch the camera off for now. It's time for me to have a cup of tea. Joe's working indoors, so we'll catch up with you later.
Well, that was a good job done without us actually doing any work.
Yeah, it's always great when somebody else does the work. We left Steve working away into the night, and as you saw, came back this morning and everything was done. And that means that we are now able to park our cars on our property without any risk of getting bogged in mud and getting muddy shoes.
Which was getting worse and worse.
That's a major step forward.
Yeah.
I'm really thankful that Steve told me that the lid to the inspection chamber was only just resting on there, because if I'd have driven in with my car, the lid would have slid off and I might have ended up with one wheel down in the
Maya.
down in the hole.
Yes.
Luckily, he told me up front,
Excellent.
so I was able to get that concreted in. I won't be driving over there for a couple of days. I'll let the concrete dry now.
Mhm.
And then once that's done, we will have unrestricted access to drive in and park at least one car, maybe 1.5, but at least that's step one done.
It's still a big step in the right direction.
Yeah, and what I really like as well is that the 2 big piles of rubbish or rubble have gone.
And what I love is what is used. How rubbish has been reused. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic.
It wasn't cheap because it costs money for us to get Steve here to do the work. But as he explained to us quite rightly, we would have had to have paid money for somebody to come and collect the old blocks, the old toilet, the old bricks.
There was so much.
All of those, the pile of rubbish or rubble would have cost us a lot of money to get rid of, because you cannot get a lorry down the lane. So it would have needed somebody with a digger to lift it all up and then move it out. So we saved that money. He believes that all in all he's crushed about 20 tons. So we would have had to have bought 20 tons of hardcore, and that would be not 20 tons, 20 bags. He said 20 bags, it's roughly £50 a bag. So that would have been 1,000, that would have been 1,000. So all in all, Steve's done the work, we've recycled, we've reused,
fantastic.
And overall we've saved some money.
And what is great is when we're ready, he's going to come, he's going to take down the garage, and he'll be able to use that to extend the hard standing.
Yeah.
So it's a real win-win.
Also, we have a big pile of earth there, as you've seen. That's going to be sieved as well, and any rubble and rocks that come out of that, they'll go into the crushing pile as well. So it's a win-win situation.
Absolutely.
We save money with buying aggregate and hardcore. We end up with soil that's only got smaller stones in, so that's better for the ground. And we get the work done by somebody else.
And major steps forward.
Yeah, so life is good. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks ever so much for watching.
Thank you.
Let's see what comes next.
And please subscribe.
Bye for now.
Thank you.
Bye.